All right, everybody, we are live. Let me just pop up the main screen here so I can see what we're working with. There we go. We're gonna pop out the chat. I do apologize for yesterday, guys. We had something pretty unforeseen happen. So I do apologize for that, but we got Silly Billy, we got Anoki in here as well. Welcome on in. Hopefully everyone is having a good day so far. Dude, yesterday was wild. Yes, I'm interested in restoring Pokemon. So, are you gonna let me buy one more? You know what? We'll just hold on to that money for now. So, we did do some grinding, chat. It is going to be a bit uneven. The wasp situation, somewhat. We got it situated somewhat. We figured out where they were coming in from. We got it blocked off. We killed, like, a boatload of them, by the way. Like, so many of them came in. It wasn't even funny. So, we got it blocked off where they were coming from. It looked like they were coming through, like, the floor. So, there's this little crack that we had right next to our vent, and they were coming through the vent and that little part. So we blocked that off. We need to wait for it to pretty much for the sun to set. We got this it's this sealant, like this pre-sealant. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna spread the pre-sealant, and then from there what we're gonna do, you know what, as we're going through this, we'll do some encounters. So we got some pre-sealant. Okay, I gotta go like this. So we got the pre-sealant, so we are gonna spread that. We did not have any stores actually by us, by the way, where we were actually able to, they got like this mortar type of stuff. Is basically like, it helps with like foundation. So that's going to be coming Friday, so we're going to get the initial seal to have them stop coming in, and then we're going to go from there. But at the moment, I do need to kind of keep an eye out, because there's nothing much I can really do until... You know what? Just keep mashing the A button. There's nothing much we can really do until the sun sets. So... And the funny thing is, it's right next to our rose bush where we were having this issue. And wasps are really well, like, they really like rose bushes. So, tonight, when the sun goes down, I'm going to try to get rid of that rose bush so I can get more access to the spot where they're coming in from the outside. And we're going to get that all spread out. And then, Friday is when I think the sealant should be coming. Then we're going to do the finishing touches. So, yeah, I was going to say, we got a game plan. There's just, if we do it when the sun is still out, they're still active, so they might attack. So, I do have to wait for that, the sun to go down. And we're thinking yesterday, it was pretty humid on top of that as well. So, that's why we were thinking they might have been so active. No, I know. Like, I went to go get, I went to go fill up my water bottle for stream, right? Honey. Turd. No, I went to go fill up my water. Charlie. Charlie. Calm down. Jeez, baby. No, Emily went to go lay down. No, but yesterday I went to go fill up my water bottle for stream, right? And I look at the corner of the window and I see 5 wasps just sitting there. It's like, I like low-key panicked because I'm not used to having like that many wasps in the house. Like, I'm used to, like, maybe, like, 1 or 2 getting through. Right? And then it's like, okay, well, grab a shoe, just kill it. No, there was 5. I panicked. Charlie. Stop. Hold on, chat. What are you going crazy about? Here, I just have to mash A. Sorry, chat. Charlie was trying to go after, So, we do have the outside kitty, right? And she likes to peer in through the window. So, I found a way to block the window so Charlie can't see. I was gonna say, because the cat wasn't even there. He was just barking to try to get the kitty to pop up. He was literally just trying to get the kitty to pop up. Now he's looking out that window. So, no, he is... I feel bad, right? Because, like, he really wants to look out there, but the kitty... That's one of her favorite leg spots. Yo, Victini! Welcome on in.
Hello there.
Alright, so something I really should probably say, now that the wasp story is over, I will periodically be getting up and taking a look at that window. So that way I can try to determine if we're getting any more coming in or not. During our grind session for fossils, by the way, chat, we did get all of our Pokemon up to level 39. And we did do a touch trade for Machop. And we got that thing into a Machamp. And on top of that, too, our fossil situation is a little bit weird. So, we have a total of 25 fossils. I just did not feel like running around in the overworld anymore. Just trying to scrape money together. So, basically what I ended up doing was I made sure to at least get to 25. So, we got 10 of Aerodactyl, 10 of Amora, and then we got 5 Tyrant. To be fair, I probably could have sold a few of the Aerodactyls. And then we could have done like 10 Tyrants. I mean, that's still in the cards. We totally could. We still totally could do that, chat, to be fair. But it's one of those things where I think it's fine. Had a little bit of cough there. Also, by the way, guys, here, I'm actually going to show you guys this so you guys actually know I am not capping with this. I've been talking about content for a while, right? We're trying to do more content. My phone should... Is it actually gonna... It's hard to see, I guess? There, you guys can see the timeline. We are working on the Pokemon Home organization shorts. And I know it may not be the most interesting, but it will lead into stuff, some bigger stuff eventually. We're going to be doing some shiny giveaways to clear up some space. So that would be at, like, random points. We're also going to be pretty much doing, like, a shiny bounty board or a shiny bingo card. And every time we do get a shiny, we are going to be doing, like, a shiny that's actually, like, for the shiny living dex. We're going to be doing something special. I haven't decided exactly what we're going to do, but I was thinking, like, potential, like, channel points. I was thinking that could be in the cards. I just need to figure out how to get all that set up. So, and some of the points I was thinking it could be, like, we shiny hunt a Pokemon for you. So we'll pick a specific target for, like, a viewer, whatever, that's got a lot of points racked up. And then from there, honestly, what we'd be able to do is, like, oh, okay, it'll be, like, a few streams until we get it. Okay, got your shiny, we'll do a trade. So, I have been planning this out. I know I've been putting in a lot of hours. I've been putting in a lot of hours, so things have been pretty hectic, but I have not been slowing down with the process and the thinking. Like the ones on Twitch. Yeah, pretty much. There was one that was set up a long time ago, and it was basically, like, the more you chatted, basically you would get a certain amount of points for how long you were in the streams, how you were chatting, and I would be able to gift everyone, like, points and stuff. And they would be able to use commands to basically play, like, sounds on stream, or make images appear, or, like, you'd spend them and we would be able to, like, spin a wheel or whatever for, like, 10 push-ups or stuff like that. I just need to figure out, because I don't think that's available anymore. I would have to take a look to see what other programs would work. So... oh, okay, I still must have a lot of fossils left. But I was gonna say, yeah, so that I'm gonna be taking a look at, actually, I want to check something. I got something for the house, and it was supposed to arrive on Friday, but it got pushed back to Tuesday. I want to see if that's still the case. And it is. No, I wanted to, we were looking at getting a new TV back there. You guys could probably see it behind me. Right there by the case. So, we're getting a new TV back there, and we're going to use that TV for another room. So, yeah. And we don't have any vehicles that would be able to bring them, bring that over. Like, how many points did that get me? Oh, well, that gets me... you know what, chat? Ice Punch could actually be useful. How are you and the Corgis? Yo, James, how's it going?
Hello there.
Me and the Corgster are doing great. Okay, none of those are shiny, so we could back out. Me and the Corgi are doing... I was gonna say, this should work, right? Because I saved it front. Sorry, sidetracked. Me and the Korg are doing pretty good. He has been a little bit crazy. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna need another sail fossil. We're just gonna go and buy one really quick. We're gonna buy one. That way, we got an even 25. No, he has a lot of energy, so, whenever it's days that I don't stream, I tend to, we got a park that's pretty close to us, so I'll take him for a walk around that park. And I try to do for about an hour to an hour and a half. And we've actually been working on his leash training and his reactivity to other animals. He's been doing very good, like, when we walk past, like, other people or dogs. He's been doing really darn well. I'm proud of the little guy. Still a little bit crazy, though. Not gonna lie. But, yeah, he's been doing good. I know he's a bit antsy right now. Emily decided to go lay down for a little bit. So, I think it was a sail fossil I need to buy, right? There we go. That should even us up. And in case if this gets screwed up, we're going to heal at the Pokemon Center to be safe. But Yeah, so no, he's been doing pretty good. Depending on what the weather looks like tomorrow, I'll probably give him a walk then. And Friday, by the way, chat, I actually get out pretty darn early. From the sounds of it. So, I gotta hit the DMV. Your boy needs to get a new, like, Easy Pass or iPass. It's basically, like, the toll, pretty much, it's a little thing on your, dashboard of your car. So you could drive through these, like, the tolls where you don't have to, like, pay with cash every time just to pass through the gate. So, I need to get one of those for whenever I go back to see my family. So I think we're gonna do that. And then we might stream a little bit earlier. I would like to have stream done, hopefully by the time Emily gets home, depending on how long I end up staying. Charlie. I'm trying to figure out if that was Charlie that I just heard or the ice cube machine. Let's see. Wasps over there. Got myself some burnt Cheez-Its. I need to try those. I need to try the burnt Cheez-Its. I'm not gonna lie, chat. We got our hands on one of these. I'm really tempted to use it, but I feel like it's cheating. This, for those of you guys that don't know, is a turbo controller. I'm really tempted to use this, but I feel like that's cheating. Why does that exist? Honestly, I would get... I like crunchy, crispy things. You know what? Out of curiosity, chat, who here uses yeah, who here uses a controller that has turbo function? And who genuinely uses it? Like, I got it thinking that I would use it. And to be fair, I haven't really used this thing very much. I just prefer the Pro controller. That and the one that I got, the sticks just feel... like, the sticks just do not feel good at all. I don't know. I'll find some use for it at some point. I'll find a use for that at some point, but... I don't know. Maybe, like, if I'm playing through a game that has, like, a lot of text or something and I just want to skip it. I think it probably needs to be charged, too. Not me. I just use regular Pro Controller Joy-Cons. No, I love this thing. The Switch 2 Pro Controller. To be fair, I probably could have gotten something for the same quality for about the same price of a different brand, or maybe even a little bit less. But I love the paddles on the back. I love the paddles on the back. I don't really feel that much of a difference with the joysticks. I know they said that it feels smoother. Yeah, I barely feel a difference. No, I was testing it out with my regular Switch controller. Not much of a difference. But, yeah, I was gonna say, though, chat. Actually, I have a genuine question. What is everyone doing for the holiday weekend if you're in the U.S.? It is Memorial Day weekend. Hey, guys, I am actually really excited. I get Monday off. It kind of stinks because I want to put in more hours to get more money. But at the same time, I am starting to get really tired and burnt out. So, like, I'm low-key excited for this. Like, me and Emily are literally just going to be pretty much relaxing the whole weekend. I think we're going to be having, like, a brat and burger fry. So, we're going to put some brats and burgers on the grill. And I think we're just going to chill. Not much at the moment. There's nothing wrong with not really having anything planned. Like, my family never really celebrated Memorial Day. Like, the most we would do is my dad would, like, make, like, steaks or brats or something, too. So, we never really did all that much. For us, we are kind of just making it an excuse to spend some more time with each other. Because it's not every day that I get, you know, a 2 or a 3 day weekend. It's not very common. So, because normally I'm working Monday through Friday for 12 hours, and then the weekend for about 6 to 12 hours, depending. So, we're going to make the most of the time we got. We're going to make most with the time that we got, and I'm actually kind of excited for it. That's part of the reason why we actually got, we decided to get that bigger TV, by the way. I want her to play games without a bigger screen. On a bigger screen. So, yeah, so besides for that, we're working on something, I'm sorry, chat. My mind is going faster than what my mouth wants to go. I am working on a video project probably around that time too. Just getting into the recording phases. And then we're probably going to try to make a little bit more headway on the Pokemon Home organization. And I think we're going to work on our next stream layout. I think the next hunt we're going to be doing, chat, by the way, we're going to be doing our last type null on Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. We're missing one type null for the Shiny Living Dex, so I think that's probably what we're going to try to gun for. Alright, we got like 10 more old Ambers. Yo, Michaela, how's it going?
Hello there.
Alright, once we get done with these Aerodactyls, chat, I am going to go walk over to the window and make sure the wasp situation's good. I'm thinking maybe every 50 to 75 encounters, I'll go and take a look. Like, I'm pretty sure we're fine, but I am just being a little cautious. So, but Michaela, hope. Wait, is that Robin from Teen Titans Go? Did I see as a profile picture? Let's go. I'm still resetting for Shiny Charmander and Pokemon Fire Red. No, that's, we need to do that as well. Honestly, to be fair, I'm debating. We could probably throw a copy of Fire Red in there with the... actually, no. I don't know. If we got 2 games looking for type null, I think that's more than enough. That's not... Wait, did I say Teen Titans Go? I meant the regular Teen Titans, like the 2000s. Teen Titans Go was a... As much as I hate Teen Titans Go, it has made a lot of money. It has made a lot of money. I will say that. But I don't like it. I know it's not a show that's made for me, but I wish they would have ended off the OG Teen Titans in a better way. Like, give us, like, one more season. And, like, end it off on a little bit of a better note. And I think it would have been fine. Dude, that was, like... I remember, like, when that... I'm about to age myself here. When that show first came out, there was, like, so many Flash games online. And I remember in my computer class, they would give us, like, computer time for, like, summer school. And they had this Teen Titans fighting game, right? And it was on... I think it was their website. And everyone hated me because I just spammed Beast Boy's bird attack. And all you hear is just... Caw! Caw! Just constantly just hearing cawing. And everyone just kept looking back at me. It's like, really? Play something else. No, they hated me. Dude, Beast Boy was like the person to go with. Let's see. Oh, okay, we're done. Let's take a look at our... I really need to move. I keep seeing the meow stick and it's throwing me off. Boy Wonder. Dude. Oops. Wrong one. I was going to say, I don't want to go in there yet. I'm shiny hunting for a Porygon right now in a special warp zone. Actually, I should say a Porygon Z. So... Oh, dude, I hate this virtual keycard stuff. It makes things a lot more annoying. Like, I'll bring my Switch to work, right? And I'm doing some grinding. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I'll boot up the game now. I go and boot it up. I need to turn on Wi-Fi on my phone. I gotta turn the Wi-Fi on my phone, and it's so annoying. Okay, we're good. Dude, I really wish there was a better way for that. Also, chat, give me a sec. We're gonna go check the window to see if any more wasps came in. So, about every 50 to 75 encounters, I'm gonna run there. I hated T-Tines. Well, what about now? Do you still hate it? Titans go. There. Alright, chat, we're gonna do every 100 encounters. Since I've been home, I've only killed 1. And Emily's only taken out 2. So... Bye, buddy. Oh. Hold on a sec, chat. Hi! You know what, chat? I normally don't do this. We're going cheat mode. I found a use for this stupid thing. There we go. We'll use her for whenever we're having Charlie time. How about that? Hi. I need to move my Stanley. I think this is a good use for it, huh? Little corgi. Oh boy. Let's get some good boys in chat. Go. He's fine. 5 pumpers. 5 baby boys. Yeah, butt rubs. We need to brush it. You are sending hair so all over the place. down. And everything else. Goodbye. Say goodbye since I'm gonna put you down, Mr. Little Potato. Hi. You had to knock my arm away. Oh, you gotta keep both paws on the chair. Both paws on the chair. Gosh, you need a brush. He is such a sweetheart. Alright. Now, take off the cheat mode. Hey, at least we got use out of this crappy controller. I was gonna say, like, that's probably the only, like, good use I could think of it, is if we're gonna have Charlie time. Yeah, because when he's on my lap, he likes to, basically what he likes to do, he likes to take one paw and he'll put it over your hand, like as you're petting him. So he doesn't have very good balance. So I have to try to hold him because he has a tendency to try jumping off or falling off my chair. And that makes me like nervous. So I have all hands on him. Little sweetie. You know what I didn't think about? I should probably keep an eye. Store them back. When that little portrait pops up in the center, that might give me a determined. Oh, channel point redeem idea. Charlie time. It's not a bad idea. Like I said, I'm still working on this little side area here that I want to do. My desk space is pretty darn limited, but I do want to try to find a way to make my space a little bit more consolidated. Nothing. And then basically what I would be able to do is get everything onto my desk or around my desk so I have access, but have a little sitting spot like over, I know you guys can't see it, but like over on this side, and have a sitting spot for Charlie so he could be close to me, but I could also have a camera as well on him, so whenever he wants to come over and he sits down and I'm in the wrong spot. I did the wrong profile. That's gonna be a problem for me, chat. But yeah, no. So basically whenever he comes up here and like wants to sit or lay down or something, we can have the camera on him. I don't see that happening very often. I'm just gonna say that now. I don't see it happening very often, but I do like for him to have the option to do that. So, good boy, baby boy. He's throwing a little tantrum underneath the table. Just because I put him down, chat, he literally just threw a little tantrum, or throwing a tantrum underneath the tables. Yeah, I see you, honey. Good boy. Yeah, no, he's always been like that. If Charlie doesn't get every shred of attention, he just gets upset. Yeah, he's a very, corgi. He's a very corgi dog. Dude, I really do hope, Yamper comes back for Generation 10. I don't see it happening, but I want it so bad. I mean, we got a Pomeranian, so something tells me they don't really care, like, where the breed actually comes from. Or if it makes sense. Oh my goodness, so chat. We're making some decent headway though. Like, probably not as fast as, like, the other hunts, but I still think it's good progress. Because we were able to do... Should be about 100 every 45 minutes. And this may take a few streams. This may take a few streams, but if you guys have seen our team, we need one more Pokemon. Alright, there's the Amora. Yeah, because if you look at our team down there, we got the Vanillish, we got the Machamp, we got Slowpoke. We literally got 3 Pokemon. Like, 3 of our 5 Pokemon are weak to Canary. So, yeah, we're gonna need a bit of a hand. I was gonna say, Machamp does not have a Mega either. I was gonna say we do have Slowbro for a Mega. So, to be fair, we probably could get away with that because it does have a very high special defense stat. So we could probably bring Slowpoke for the early Mons. And I think we could be okay. Actually, you know what? Bring it for Stunfisk. We could bring that against the Stunfisk. That would be a good way to get it done and out of the way. I'm trying to think what other... I'm going to bring up Canary's Pokemon. We're going to come up with a game plan as we do this. We're going to come up with a game plan for this as we go through. I think it was game 8. There we go. I'm going to keep mashing the A button. So, Heliolisk, Ampharos, Stunfisk, and Mega Electros. What does... Discharge, Volt Switch, Fury Impulse, and Crunch. So, we could probably get away with... going with the... taking it out with... basically, Heliolisk, Stunfisk. We could use Slowbro to take those 2 out. Ampharos, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that quite yet. And then Mega Electros. Because, like, Heliolisk... I don't want to use, Talonflame or the Vivillon, if at all possible. Now, depending on what fossil we end up getting to is going to determine how well this is going to go. If we get Aerodactyl, we might be in some trouble. If we get Aerodactyl, we might be in some trouble. But Aerodactyl, I think, can get, like, Earthquake and Bulldoze. Machamp for Heliolisk, honestly, could be a very good possibility. Like, it could one-shot it, but I also want it to be at... That's my heavy hitter. It is part normal type. But the reason why I bring this up is because Machamp is going to be the heavy hitter. And... What? Can I open the link in a new tab? Get its stats. Is it defense status the weaker one? It is. Yeah. I think we're gonna check the summary here. Dude, the stupid turbo. Hold on. Hopefully it didn't save. Okay, why is it doing that? Okay, we'll just check summary. Alright, attack. What is defense? Special defense? Oh! Vanillites. Vanilla's just special. Yeah, I think I got a few mints as well we could use. Dude, we got really good with the natures on these, by the way. All right. No, but Heliolisk is part normal type, so that is an option, but I do want to keep that. I do want to do the heavy hitter for that. And depending, because we're not going to bring out the Slowbro for it. We're not going to break Slowbro out for that. Just for the fact of it has 2 electric type moves. Heliolisk has 2 electric type moves as well. Crap. Yeah, Heliolisk has 2. Stunfisk has... Wait a sec, chat. The boys thought of something. I'm trying to think. If we're able to get an infestation off, I think we would be pretty good. But the problem is, the only Pokemon that has access to the infestation is, like, weak to it. Yeah, and we can't use our Shiny Alpha Meowstic either, just because it's too high level. So that's another problem. Dude, this Nuzlocke has literally just been a boatload of problems. Yeah, this Nuzlocke has literally just been problem after problem. Either we get team wiped by something stupid, or we end up getting screwed over by, bad pulls, or... I mean, yeah, actually, that's got up at both those. Machamp was probably, like, the least wanted thing we could have gotten. No, this game does not want me to win. I'm telling you this now. This game literally hates me. Alright, let's check the boxes. Nothing. Alright, well, we're at 100 there, so... Start software. What did you do, Blue? Did you hurt the game's feelings? I must have at this point. I honestly must have at this point. Like... Legends EA just really does not like me. Alright, check the satchel. Alright, so we're good. I was gonna say, we're still doing good. Oh, but yeah, this game just does not like me. I don't understand why. You know what? I really should work on my checklist on. I want to figure out where my Legends ZA or my Legends Arceus save is. So I brought this up before. Like, I've been wanting to shiny hunt with Legends Arceus again, and I cannot find the save for the life of me. Like, I know it was on my Shining Blue account, but that account is on 3 different systems. And I've tried each one, and the save is not there. So I don't know what to do. Yo, Boutique! Welcome on in.
Hello there.
How is your day going so far, my guy? Well, just sitting down there pouting. He's literally mad that I'm not paying attention to him, and he's also mad that Emily is in the bedroom. So, yeah, our luck for ZA has been pretty bad, but I'm hoping we get some better luck here when it comes to the other stuff we're working on. I'm crossing my fingers we get some better luck. Great shot. He's still just over there, just like pouting up a storm. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Dude, did everyone see that Star Fox Direct, by the way? Wait. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I am not a I'm not a Funko Pop person, but they're doing Metal Gear Solid Funko Pops. Metal Gear Solid Funko Pops. Even though I don't know a thing about Star Fox. No, that is Emily's favorite Star Fox game. She was hoping that they would come out with a new one, but we're also not too upset. Personally, I've only played 2 Star Fox games before. I played through the one on the DS. I think that one was called Assault, and that was like the worst selling Star Fox game. About a month or so back, I actually finally played Star Fox 64. It was fun, but I also sucked. I was not used to the inverted controls, chat. Like, you go up on the joystick and you go down, right? And you go down and it goes up. I was not used to inverted controls. On the Wii U that everyone hated. Star Fox Zero. Yeah, I don't know much about that game. I have not played it. I have not looked into it. All I remember was everyone was like hating on it. Emily said she liked it. So it's one of those things. Well, I don't know how you could really screw up Star Fox 64. Besides for, like, I'm not a fan of the designs of Fox and Falco. Yeah, mainly just Fox and Falco. They look really awkward. They look very awkward. I know the art that they were trying to go for, but I am not the biggest fan of how they look. Now, when it comes to graphics, I can get over bad graphics as long as the gameplay is good. So, as long as it's something I can have fun with, I'm fair game for it. Like, Sonic 06, like, I played that. I enjoyed my time with it, even though it was a really horrendously bad game. That game was atrocious, but to be fair, some of the fun was literally just breaking the game. Some of the fun with some of those games that are, like, really poorly put together is just breaking it. Dude, the amount of, like, super easy glitches, I really should just play through that again, just for kicks and giggles, and, like, do it on stream or something stupid. Do it on stream or something stupid like that. I never did take a look to see You know what? After this, I want to take a look to see if there's anything special on those posters on the walls that I keep seeing. There might be a little, Easter egg. I never really looked super close. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. I really hope we just get this fossil sooner than later, chat. Your boy wants to make progress. Like, what? We're at rank F right now? We gotta beat Carne, then we're rank F. The push A simulator, chat. Push A simulator. But if we're able to get our hands on this, we're gonna be in a way better spot. Unless if it's Aerodactyl, then nothing much has really changed. Here, Aerodactyl. Let's look at its stats. I don't think it's all that bulky, is it? It's got a good... Honestly, its attack stat's pretty high. Alright. Wait, what? What is that? Are those like cells? Okay. I just wanted to check this out. Yeah, because this has got to be something DNA related. Yeah, because I was looking at it, it almost looks like it could be the fossils. It's hard to tell. I guarantee you people have already looked into this. I don't think it's a new Gen 10 Pokemon. But, like, the one that's in the top middle, it really reminded me of a Quilava for a second. Carba, welcome on in.
Hello there.
No, I had to take a look. Oh. Never did check over here. Wait a sec. I thought maybe that was, a hint to Gen 10, because, we have an idea that it's on a... Oops. We have an idea that it's on an island. So I'm wondering if that could be kind of what we're looking at here. We got Garchomp, though, which is kind of cool. I was gonna say, it's possible. It's kind of hard to tell. And my favorite fossil Pokemon. Alright. Sadly, I don't think there was really much there. But we could at least, oops, take a look at our boxes. I'm not seeing anything there. Dude, I do this every time with this stupid controller. I push the wrong button every time. No, to be fair, like, I know a lot of people give me crap for this, but I am so excited for Pombon, dude. Like, I know so many people are gonna go for the dog, but we're gonna have an actual starter Pokemon that I'll probably stick with. For me, that's huge. 2, something tells me the typing is Fire Fairy. I have a feeling it's going to be Fire Fairy type. New Garchomp and Aurora's form. Dude, I want them to do something cool with the fossils. Like, you know how cool it would be to do like a regional form, right? But have it to be like what it was like in Sword and Shield, where the regional form is just both of those fossils swapped, right? So Aurora's would be like the Ice Rock type with like the upper half of like Aurora's, but the bottom half is like Tyrantrum, right? And make it like Dragon Ice or something. Like, do a regional form like that, but do it with, like, all the fossil Pokemon. Because it would just... You could just do one new Pokemon then per fossil, for fossil generation. Or you could do 2, and you could, like, switch, like, the top halves. Fennekin doesn't count, y'all. No, I don't... Fennekin is in the same family as the dogs. It's a part of the Candid family. But... I don't count that as our first fire dog starter. And the fact that it's a Pomeranian, too. Like, that is insane. I knew we were going to get a fire-type dog at some point, but I was not expecting Pomeranian. Yeah, Fennekin is a fox. It's not a dog. It is a part of the Candid family, though, but it is not a dog. Any wasps by the window, from what I could tell here. No, I would like to see... Yamper come back. I'm trying to think what other Pokemon I would like to see come back. Because like I said, when it comes to like new generations, I like to go with a Pokemon from an older gen. And go with at least one Pokemon that I know that I like, that's in the newer generation. And then I shuffle my Pokemon around, and the Pokemon from the old gen and the Pokemon from the new gen that I love the design of will stay in my party. And then the other 4 spots tend to shuffle around. So I'm hoping, like, it would be cool to have Flygon in the game. Dude, give Flygon a regional form. Come on. You were not able to give it a Mega Evolution. At least give it a form. Yeah, Pabon is the 3rd fire dog, technically, because we got the Arcanine line, we got the Houndoom line. I don't think we have had any other fire dogs. No, Flygon literally got robbed a Mega. Twice. Which bugs me. Like, to be fair, I'm happy it did not get a Mega. So that way, we're able to get, like, potentially a regional form. Because the regional form, you'll probably be able to use in more than just Gen 10. Right? When it comes to a Mega Evolution, it probably would have only been in this game. Yeah, the question is... Or 4 times if you count Auras and ZA DLC. Actually, yeah, you're right. You know what? Yeah, it did get robbed 4 times. Yeah, because I wasn't even thinking Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. They added more Mega Evolutions. They added even more Mega Evolutions. Yeah, I was going to say, I understand why Game Freak didn't put it in with X and Y. They just had a brain fart and they, writer's block type of thing. Understandable. But you think after all this time, you would have figured something out. But I guess that is a... I would say that's a high note for Flygon. The design was so good that they had a hard time doing anything with it. That's got to be some praise to some degree. Honestly, just give Flygon a new regional form, or don't give it anything at all. Like, give it some moves. I will take it getting some cool moves. Like, make it competitively viable with with Garchomp. I was gonna say, I didn't think Goodra was gonna get a Mega, just for the fact of it had a regional form. Pretty much safe bets. If a Pokemon has a regional form, it's not gonna get a Mega Evolution. Or if a Pokemon had a Gigantamax form, it's not gonna get a regional form. Or a Mega Evolution. Yeah, I was gonna say, the only Pokemon that are pretty much exempt from that would be, like, Pikachu and Eevee. Well, actually, not Eevee. Mainly Pikachu and the Kanto starters. I was gonna say, Charizard will literally get everything under the sun, just because of how popular it is. If Slowbro can get a Mega A. You're right. Technically, Slowbro did. I was gonna say, I'm actually really surprised, like, why did they do that with Slowbro? Like, why would they think of why did he get a new form and a Mega? That's just all sorts of weird. Baby boy. Who originated in the same region as Mega Evolutions? Yeah, I was gonna say, you'd think they would have done that. Dude. If Flygon had a form, or... I got scared for a second. I literally thought this was the shiny. Oh, wow, that's... I guess it's only cutting off a little bit. That's not bad. Alright. That is another round of that done. No, I want to see more regional forms, genuinely. Like, it's a good way of bringing back, like, old Pokemon. And, like, even, like, for example, like, Bellibolt was literally just beta Politoed. Fun fact. I'm trying to think. Surfetch? Surfetch was literally the planned evolution for regular Farfetch. And the regional Farfetch you saw was actually the beta design for Farfetch. So a lot of these beta designs that we're getting, or a lot of these regional forms, were literally just beta designs of other Pokemon. So, like, Bellibolt is, like, the one I like to point to the most. Just for the fact of, like, it's obvious. You look at the color. You kind of look at the design. And you go through, like, all, like those videos of, like, people, like, going through Giga Leaks and Terra Leaks and all that stuff. It all comes together. I'm trying to think, I'm trying to think of other Pokemon that had that happen to it. Those are, like, the two that I know of note. I would need to look more into it. I know there's a lot more Pokemon that are in the exact same boat. But it's mainly, like, the regional forms. Wiglet! Wiglet was one of them. So, yeah, it's one of those things. It's interesting going back and, like, looking at all the beta designs. And that's one of the things I like to do before a new generation comes out. Like, maybe we'll do a video on that, chat. We'll go through all the beta designs, and as they start bringing in new Pokemon, or, like, showing off new Pokemon, we could be like, oh, yeah, this looks like the beta design for this. Like, it's honestly interesting. Like, I'm trying to remember. I thought Vivillon, I think, was beta Butterfree, I think. And then what we got for the Mega Dragonite, that was, it's very closely linked to what they were originally planning for Dragonite. Did you get rid of the wall problem? If you're talking about the wasps, somewhat. No, it was really humid yesterday, dude. I can't even count on my fingers and toes how many wasps we ended up killing. They just kept coming through the floor and literally the vent. So we got this mixture here. A little bit of Dawn soap and some water. It kills them. So we got that. Emily did pick up on her way from work. She picked up this sealant, so we're going to seal up the part of our foundation. Like where our foundation meets the siding of our wall. There's like this gap there, and it started to kind of crumble away a little bit. So we're going to seal it off. And then there's like this concrete sealer that's no store has it available by us. So basically what we're doing is we're going to seal it off with the regular sealant. That way they can't come in anymore. And then from there, Friday is when the concrete sealant comes. And then we're going to get that fully blocked off. Yeah, Karma, so we were actually going to stream yesterday. And what ended up happening was I went to go fill up my water bottle. And I look by the window in the kitchen, and there's like 5 or 6 wasps literally like on our window. I panicked, and I shoved Emily and Charlie into the sunroom. And I thought I was going to have to kill them with a shoe. I was like panicking, like I'm going to get stung. So basically, we have this little garden area, and they're very attracted to like rose bushes and flowers and stuff. We literally have a rose bush growing outside that window, and it's like right in front of that gap that I was talking about too. So they were literally excited. They were buzzing around, and they kept like sliding in, and they were like the vent and this little crack that we have right next to the vent. The previous homeowners did not do a good job sealing that. So we got to go buy some trim this weekend, and we're going to get that blocked off from there as well. But for now, we got it blocked off. We've killed 3, I think, in total today. So we got it under control. The question is, will my patch job be good enough? I prefer wasps over mosquitoes, but I would run either way. Well, it's kind of hard to run when they're in your house. It would be kind of hard to run when it's in your house. Exploring the betas for Pokemon comparisons would be a cool video. No, like, I want to start doing stuff like that. It's one of those things where I feel like it would be kind of fun to do. And I don't think many people have done stuff like that yet. Like, definitely there's probably channels that have, but definitely not a very common thing to see. But there were only those, right? If you're talking about the wasps, yes, it was... I didn't see any nests outside. So I don't think there's any nests that are, like, in that area. I think they just flew in and got lost. I'm pretty sure is what happened. Now, I'm going to say this now. If there is a nest, once that gets blocked off, because it's in an area I'm not going to be able to get to it, they'll literally just die. They will literally just die there, and they'll end up rotting. So, it's one of those things. Either way, it's going to be dealt with. It's just the problem is, can I stop them from, like, getting out? Or if they do get out, can I deal with them? Which, to be fair with this, we'll be fine. Apparently, this is something Emily has dealt with a lot, so... Charlie, it's okay. I just put the water bottle down. This is something Emily has dealt with more than I have. So, I've never had an issue like this before. So, I'm kind of relying on her expertise. So, basically, she kind of tells me what to do, and I just do it. That is how we're going with it. Any new Pokemon? So far, we got, we need names for them. We got our Vanillish, We got our Machamp. And we got our Slowbro. Charlie have wasp PTSD? No! Here's the funny thing. Those wasps that came in, they did not wander around. They literally hovered on the window. They literally just hovered on the window and did not move. So, it was one of those things where it's like, I could tell they're trying to get outside. What gender is Vanillish? We will see once we get back in. I think it was female, I think. I can't even talk. The naming theme that we're actually going for is food related. Oh, it's male. Yeah, I mean, we could name a champ Bean. Like, Lima Bean? Trying to... Yeah, that Slowbro is going to be interesting. It's female. Dairy Queen? I don't know, guys. Should we add restaurants to our name of, Should we add restaurants to our thing of names? Like, I know we're going food. We're going food, right? But should we add, like, restaurants, too? Dragon fruit? Passion fruit. Just look at Slowbro. Look how passionate it is. Look how passionate. Look at the passion. You shall be passion fruit. Passion fruit. Passion fruit. Oh, I was waiting for it to... Oh, there you go. Now you disappear. Just look at all the passion in those lifeless eyes. Not gonna lie, I was literally just doing that as a joke, but I feel like I kind of have to do it now. I feel like we need to name it passion fruit now. Restaurant items? How about this? If we ever get stumped on a name, we will allow a restaurant. How about that? No, Excadrill is going to be... Excadrill or Aggron are going to be one of the Pokemon that we're actually going to be going for. Yeah, it's just right now, this is our only other spot we can actually shiny hunt for. Before we fight Canary. We do have a shiny Dratini hidden somewhere as well. But we need Rotom Glide to get it, is kind of the problem. We need Rotom Glide. So, I don't know. Hopefully, McDonald's. You know what? If we get Excadrill, we can name it McDonald's. Something's got to be named Nuggies, by the way. We got to name something Nuggies. Ooh, you know what? I am a Wisconsin man, which means something's got to be named Cheese. We need to name something a cheese object at the very least. We'll come up with a Gouda name for it, I promise. I am not sorry for that joke, by the way. That joke was perfect and perfectly planned. Galaxy S26 series is here? Really? I could care less. I don't Okay. Question for everyone in chat. How often do you go through phones? Dude, my phone is, like, really, like, I need to clean my screen, but it's also, like, scratched up. Like, my screen is pretty scratched. I can't even use the stylus, really, anymore. Jenny Hunt, Magic. Oh, Magikarp? We actually already got Magikarp, so that's a dupes clause. I have an S21. This is the 24 Ultra, I believe. It's S23 or S24 Ultra. Actually, you know what? I can look up the about phone. Let me look this up, chat. S23. People say it has paper texture. You see, my phone screen isn't like that. It's just, like, scratched in the middle. And it sucks because I do a lot of the thumbnail art and video editing. And when it comes to the thumbnail art, I use my stylus. And there's, like, some parts of the screen, like, I can't even touch, which is, like, part of the middle. It's so annoying. It's so freaking annoying. And to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't have Photoshop anymore. I was just thinking, I should probably get rid of Photoshop since I don't use Photoshop anymore. It is literally a waste of money. Photoshop is such a waste of money, chat. I would love to get rid of Adobe Premiere Pro as well, because it's literally shot up to, like, almost $30 a month. I would like to find some way to where I don't need it anymore. Maybe I'll do some research on my lunch breaks tomorrow or something. Just put the keys in the phone in the same pocket. Scratch, go burr. You see, for me, I had, don't judge me for this. So, I had one of those wallets where it would, like, it was like a wallet case, right? So, like, it would, like, go from here and it would, like, go over and you could put, like, your cards and stuff in there. That's what I had, and I thought it was protecting my screen. And mind you, those liquid screen protectors you could get for your phone don't do crap. Those liquid screen protectors don't do crap. Like, I will refuse to get one of those. I will rather get something else. Yeah, because that was just garbage. Every time I get those liquid screen protectors, it's literally like the first year my screen gets scratched. And even, like, I'm pretty careful with my phones. I'm pretty careful. Like, it's rare that my phone will literally drop out of my pocket or something. I think with this phone, I had it for about 2 years. And I've only dropped it, like, 3 times, I think. And they weren't even from, like, that high. Like, I was gonna say from, like, sitting position to floor. So, I am pretty proud of the fact that I'm pretty careful with my phones. How do you have so much money in fossils? So, I actually have been saving up my money ever since the very beginning. And I literally bought 13 Aerodactyl fossils. But we thought we would make this hunt interesting, and we got 25 fossils altogether. But basically what I did was I went, after the last stream, I went through and grinded in the battle zones until all my Pokemon were at level 39. And then after that, I needed, like, 3 more fossils to round everything up. So what I ended up doing was I randomly just wandered around the world and picked up everything and sold it. And I did that for a few hours. I literally did that for a few hours, and it sucked. Alright. Dude, imagine... Are any of these alphas, actually? These have a chance to be alphas. It's a very slight chance. Dude, imagine if we get a shiny alpha. My phone drops occasionally and it's still somehow intact for 3 years. No, they're getting better with their with the phones I would say. Like, when smartphones first came out, you would literally drop it, and it was like a small height. Crap, I did that on instinct. I did that on instinct. I apologize, chat. No, I literally grinded. Like, me and Emily, we were sitting on the couch watching, SVU. And I don't know why we've been watching that, but we've been so addicted to it lately. Like, I've been going to bed later. Literally just because the episodes are getting good. But yeah, no. So, I was literally just sitting on the couch, and I was just wandering around. You got more playtime than me? I was gonna say, hold on. I'll show you guys how much playtime I had. To be fair, some of the playtime is off because, I thought I turned my Switch off, but I actually left it on by accident. 115 hours. Now, mind you, a good chunk of these hours, I'm gonna say right now, was because I accidentally left my Switch on. So... yeah. I would say about 20 of those hours were from me leaving my Switch on by accident. Now, if we're talking like my main profile, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Whether be I haven't played the game. I'll say this. Legend CA is a lot of fun. But if you're not into shiny hunting, the DLC is not worth it. The DLC, in my opinion, is only good if you like to shiny hunt. Now, if you're not into that, I would say it's not worth it. Even if you're a shiny hunter, I would say it's honestly not worth it. Unless if, like, you're really interested in shiny alpha Pokemon. That would be, like, the only way I would say that it would be worth it. If you're into shiny alpha Pokemon. Oh, I was gonna say, my main profile might be at, like, 450 hours, I think. It might be at 450 hours. Look, I got bugged. VHS. Are you okay? 1, 2. Did you get a hold of the police? And 3. I was about to say, you should cancel your credit cards, but hey, at least the muggers only got away with a pizza. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie, I think I would have been upset. Honestly, I think I would have been kind of upset if a seagull stole my pizza. Just for the fact. Food sounds so good right now. That's nothing. Not me. Wait, you have 630. How much have you grinded? Holy crap. When they win, it's like they're laughing at you. That or they're going, mine, 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 mine. Yeah, hopefully the seagull eats a Mentos or something. If you guys know, you know. Or is that antacid? Alright. That was 100 encounters, chat. I'm gonna go check the window to see if the wasp situation's any better. Give me a sec. Like, literally, like, 3 seconds, and I should be back. Alright, guys. Didn't have to use this yet. We're good. No, I probably should. Okay. I have a weird question for you guys. When you guys are sleeping or you're trying to get comfortable, who here has to have a blanket? Like, mind you, like, it'll be like summertime. It'll be like 8. Did I see that right? Hold on, chat. Did I see that right? You know what? We're gonna go through all of them. We're gonna go through all of these, then we'll check. That might have been a shiny Aurorus. It looked kind of white. Dude, it ate a stick? Trying to catch the seagull to try to take a picture with it. Dude, it wouldn't even let you get a picture? Ooh, and completed the shiny dex. I am actually trying to go for a shiny national dex. That is like my big thing right now. So that's why I'm going through and trying to organize my Pokemon home. Looney pissed off bad chases seagull with a plastic bag. Wait, why'd you have a... Oh, the pizza! I didn't touch grass. Dude, when it came to COVID, like, I did not leave my house. Like, at all. I need a blanket for bed or else no sleep for me. I'm the same way. I am the same way. Dude, it really sucked. So, growing up, we lived on the 2nd floor, right? So, really hot. And we didn't have AC. That my dad did not want to pay the extra for the electric bill, right? So, no AC. And we could not open my windows because they had bees' nests in there. And I didn't want to deal with it. And my dad also was one of those people. It's like, you need to deal with that on your own. And I was like, screw it. It's staying there. And the only blanket I had on my bed was a heavy quilt. So there'd be days when it's like 90 degrees, 2nd story, no AC, couldn't open a window, and the only way I was able to fall asleep was having a heavy quilt on me. Like, it was so uncomfortable, but it was the only way I was able to sleep. Worst part is, I live in an area where if it's not the seagulls that attack you, it's the rats. Wait. Where? New York? I went outside once to touch grass and ended up in a bush. Bruh. Rats and seagulls crazy. You see, for me, I'm not a big city person. I am not a big city person. Oh, like Fahrenheit? I'm trying to think what Fahrenheit I would be describing here. No, it wasn't. Okay. No shiny Amora. No, you know what? We really should check to see. Because alphas can be got through here. I think this is the only way for, like, shiny Aerodactyl. I think that's the only way to get it. Because I don't think it spawns in the Mega Dimensions. Here, hold on. 90 degrees was common. $90 degrees Fahrenheit to... You guys do Celsius? That would be 32.2 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so imagine 32 degrees Celsius on a second story of a building. No windows, no AC. No, and mind you, like, 90 degrees was pretty common. Like, especially, like, the summertime. No, like, in Wisconsin, when it comes to summertime, it gets pretty darn hot, but in the wintertime, it always gets cold. Like, let's see, every year that I've lived in Wisconsin, we have always had a 1-week stretch where it was negative 40 to 50 degrees. Now, we'll do the base negative 40, right? Um... Regular summer heat, unfortunately. Yeah. No, I don't handle heat very well. I'm trying to figure out how to do this calculation. Oh, if it's negative, then it's just saying it's negative 40 degrees Celsius. That's literally what it's coming to. That's weird. I really need to start learning, like, some of the equations. Ooh. Pragmata physical releases. I need to play through that demo, by the way. No, that game piqued my interest when I saw the gameplay of it, and I've always wanted to try it out. I have the demo, but I've never played the demo yet. Like your gaming chair? Hey, thank you. I will say this. It's actually, it's not a gaming chair. It's more of a supporting chair. We used to have, like, one of those race car bucket seat gaming chairs. So happy that's gone. That was so uncomfortable. The stream is just YouTube. I would think about streaming to, like, TikTok. But our internet's not good enough to handle that. It can only handle, like, one stream. So if we do upgrade our internet speed, I probably would think about streaming to another service as well. I am doing the Google conversions. Okay, 40 is 4. Yeah, I'm doing the Google conversions, and I'm trying to do negative 40. But it just comes out as negative 40. That's weird. Yeah, no, because I tried looking it up too. Yeah, it's coming up for that too. It's just negative 40. That's all sorts of goofy. Yeah, because it should be more than that. Free streamer, figure it out for fans. I was gonna say I'm trying. I'm trying. It's getting to the point where it's like 30 from Fahrenheit number divided by 2. So that would be negative 70. Alright, so we're gonna do this. So that'd be negative 40 minus 30 and then divided by 2. It would be negative 55 Fahrenheit. No, the conversion for Fahrenheit to Celsius. Basically, you would take the number of Fahrenheit, subtract 30, and then you would take that number and divide it by 2. And that's how the conversion happens. Yeah, so like 70 degrees Fahrenheit, for example, you would minus 30, which would be 40, and then you gotta take 40 and divide it by 2, which would take it to 20 degrees Celsius. Now I was gonna say, it's not the exact number, but it gets you really darn close. And that's like the quick way of doing it. So like negative 40 degree weather basically would be negative 55 for you guys. And we would have like a week of that. Like cars would barely start, right? Cars would just like, they would let you out like 10 or 15 minutes early out of work just so you could start your car and figure out if you were going to need a jump or not. You open card packs? I used to. I don't anymore, just for the fact of, it got expensive. And we're actually trying to save money right now. We do have a wedding coming up in October. So we're saving money for that. The photographer and all that stuff, it's not cheap. We also are trying to save for our honeymoon next year. We're going to Japan next year, chat. It's something that me and Emily have always really wanted to do. So that's a big part of the reason why I've been putting in these 12-hour work days to try to get money saved up so we can do that. So we might at some point, but right now I would say it's not in the cards. I don't apologize for that at all. I don't apologize for that at all. We will be doing something. I just don't know. I mean, there's always TCG Pocket, but let's see. Nothing. Lame. Like, I want to do cards. Like, I really do. It's just one of those things. It's a little too expensive at the moment. It costs me $20 Canadian wherever I go for packs. You see, for us, like, I think it's like $6 a pack, roughly. But you also have to fight scalpers. We also got to fight scalpers. Like, it doesn't matter what set it is. You will literally go into, like, a Walmart or something, completely gone. There's people literally waiting there for the restockers. And they'll come in groups, right? They'll come in groups. So, one person or a group of people will be waiting at Walmart, for example, right? Okay, the guy's done restocking. The guy will literally leave one of their men there to grab everything and check out. They'll chase after the person, whoever restocked, to the next store. And they'll literally do that. They'll follow this guy around as they're restocking and leave one of their guys there each time. And then once the guy's done restocking, they literally will go in their car and go in reverse to pick up their friends. Genuine packs are not sold where I'm from. No, it is stupid. Like, I hate it. I hate how they do this. Scalpers ruin everything. So $15 America for perfect order. I was gonna say, it's a little cheaper than that, but to be fair, I have not seen any loose perfect order packs. I have not seen any loose perfect order packs. All they have to do is put limits and maybe even lock the cards behind those glass shelves. But I was gonna say, it's Walmart. Walmart won't do that. Like, you guys want to hear a funny story? So, before I moved to Ohio, right? This was around when Celebrations was coming out, right? So Celebrations was out, and we ended up having a gunfight at our local store. It was, I'm trying to remember if it was Target or Walmart, but there was literally a gunfight that happened in the parking lot over Pokemon cards. And this was back in Celebrations, and mind you, it's been getting nothing but worse. They're scalping a children's toy. Walmart is crazy. Like, we've had some luck before where we would go and we would pick up cards or whatever. My big card that I really want, they had this full art Vulpix card. So I've been trying to go through and collect every single Vulpix card and every single Jirachi card, because those are like our two channel mascots, Alolan Vulpix and the Lucas, welcome on in.
Hello there.
I'm pretty sure I got it right. I was going to say, because I remember I thought it started with a J, and I thought it was Jesse before, but I was wrong. It started with an L, so it was Lucas, I'm pretty darn sure. That's my final answer, Bob. Yes, because Megan's your mom's account. But no, I'm trying to collect every Vulpix and a Alolan Vulpix card and every Jirachi card, and I want to do like a little, like, a cool, like, little showpiece with it. So, the one card that I really want to get, but it's going to be very expensive, it came with the Pokemon Coliseum, I think it was a Pokemon Coliseum pre-order, and it was a special Jirachi card. So that's what I would really like, but some of these cards are so expensive, chat. Like, I can't justify it. If I find it in, like, Japan, and it's got to be in Japanese, I will do it. Emily would say no. We're trying to actually get her every single Jigglypuff card. For guaranteed hit. You see, like, me and Emily have this tradition. And, like, we'll do it. Like, we don't care what the packs are. We just do it. For Christmas, we always will try to get packs for each other to open. And it's, like, the same for, like, our birthday or, like, our anniversary or something. We always like to try to have a pack or a few packs to open. Because, like, that's kind of, like, our thing. Like, when we first got together for holidays, like, celebrations was a huge thing then. Like, we went crazy on celebrations. Right? Like, I even remember, this was, like, back when I lived in Wisconsin, and we were long distance still. Like, so, like, I would literally, they had this, card store, right? And, like, they had this anti-scalper thing to where basically, like, you could only get 1 or 2 packs, right? But if they knew you and you were a regular, they would, not limit you, right? So, I would literally go, and I would get a decent amount of them, and I would bring them back over to Emily. And then, like, for, like, Christmas, for example, we opened all of our cards Christmas Eve, and it was just obnoxious. Like, we literally got almost the whole set for celebrations. It was insane. Sorry I'm late. I just had to get, set up in my new hotel room. Hey, no, you're fine. I was gonna say, I understand not everyone could be here for every stream. I do appreciate you popping on in, though, and saying hello. Pokemon equals green flag. I always buy... Yeah, I was gonna say, like, for me, like, I've been collecting Pokemon cards since, base set. Hold on. Do I actually have this on? This is one of my prized possessions, besides for Gold Star Torchic. It might be hard to see. This is, mind you, like, we checked, too. It's shadowless. It does not go for very much online anymore. It used to be $1,000. So... Silly Billy, I actually don't know if you've heard this story. This is the original wrapping and everything. So, for those of you guys that don't know, I actually ran a photography business for a while. And we had this art show, right? It was basically this art show, and it took up the whole town. And people would walk around the stretch and everything, right? And the shop that I was in, it was a bookstore. Oop, hold on. Before we continue this story, let me double check. See if we got any shinies. That is a negatory. So, anyways, back to the story. I was doing this art show, and where I was stationed, it was inside this bookstore. Gosh darn it. And what ended up happening was, there was this little Christian store, this little Jesus store that was right next to us. And the water main broke. The water main broke. So, cops and firefighters are trying to get in through the front door. But the front door was locked. But it turns out the bookstore was connected to it through the basement. So, they ended up coming through the back door. Or, they ended up going through the bookstore to get to the basement. I made a few sales, by the way. There's a lot of my nature photography. Maybe one of these days I'll show off some of the pictures I've taken. Like, I want to get back into it again. Okay, back to the story. I'm sorry. The person that was in charge of the bookstore at the time, had to go open the door for him. And he never went back there before. So he went back there, right? And was looking at stuff. And he had a bunch of those stacked Like, literally, like, up to the ceiling. I really regret not buying more, but at the time, you know, I was in high school. I didn't have much money. This was, like, 2013, right? So, I asked him, well, dude, that's cool. I am literally into Pokemon. How much would you sell this to me for? And he was like, well, it's not in our system anymore. They're all just sitting back there. And he was like, well, give me what's on the sticker. So it was $10.49. I was like, sold. I'll take one. And I've been holding on to it ever since. It is one of those things I would never sell it. Even if it, like, went for, like, $100,000. I don't think I would be able to sell it. Because it's just such a cool memory that brought in two of my favorite hobbies and, like, put it into one. Gotta go see y'all. Yo, Sulfo, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will... Why did that look yellow? We will be streaming on Friday, so hopefully we do get a chance to see you then. I was gonna say, I'm hoping we could get a lot more headway, or at least get the fossil. Oh, that's why it was yellow. It had the little, sail eyebrow thingies. No, I went through, like, a good chunk of my cards, and, like, all, like... Because, mind you, like, I've been collecting Pokemon cards since, pretty much since base set came out. But I got really big into it. Like, I was actually going to, like, TCG events and stuff, when Generation 3 was out. So, like, the Delta species set. Charlie! You tried to eat the car seat? Oh, don't eat the car seat. No, my, one of my other big collections I want to do, every Delta species card, I want to collect every single Delta species card. Hold on, chat. I am going to be leaning down here. Puppy needs belly rubs. Boy, you're fine. We'll be done in a little bit, buddy, okay? No, like, for me, it's one of those things, like, I'm not the biggest card collector anymore, but I will go for the cards, like, I genuinely... Like, for Pokemon I like. Really? Billy Rubs get priority as it should be. Yeah, no, I was gonna say, on my computer, I can roughly get about 2 hours without much interruption. He's a very big baby. Mind you, Charlie is 3 years old, so he's not exactly a baby anymore. But he needs attention. And he didn't get any walkies today. He actually really didn't get much playtime with me before stream either. I ended up taking a nap. Like, today took so much out of me, chat, at work. So, I'm not going to get into what I do. But I was basically doing 3 jobs all at once. While doing, they called it a roundtable meeting. Basically, they nominate, departments, and they'll pick a person. And my supervisor picked me to go in for our department, essentially. And we basically got to go around and talk about what can be improved, safety concerns, stuff like that. What is my favorite Pokemon card? I don't have it on hand. My favorite Pokemon card is my Gold Star... Charlie... Where's your tail going? My favorite Pokemon card is Gold Star Torchic. It is also my rarest card. Pretty much the reason why it's my favorite, I've only won 1 TCG tournament in my life. And the prize was the Gold Star Torchic. I was gonna say, to be fair, that is the reason why it's my favorite. If I couldn't choose Gold Star Torchic, it would probably be one of the, Emily got it for me for, Christmas. It was one of the Jirachi cards. So, it would have to be one of those two. Like, I have a lot of newer cards that I really like, but a lot of the older cards will always win for me just due to nostalgia. I will say that. A lot of my favorite Pokemon cards are literally just nostalgia. I do love that full, it was, I think it was Mega Evolutions? It was Mega Evolutions. There was a full art Vulpix card. And I really wanted it, but I just couldn't find it. I just couldn't find it. No, at some point we'll do a video. Charlie, okay, that's enough, baby, okay? Calm down. He's starting to get antsy. I think we'll do one more batch, chat. We're gonna do one more batch. That'll get us to an even 300, and I think we'll call our quits for the day. Hi, Emmy. Be careful because the NPC can sometimes get angry and kill you. I'm not surprised. That NPC does seem like he would want to kill me and take all my money and fossils. I'm in the wrong area. That is not the right profile. Start software. Sorry, gang. This was fun. It's 2:30 a.m. and I need sleep. Oh, jeez. Go to sleep. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out with us, Karma.
Hello there.
Front button.
Thank you.
But please, please, please get some sleep. Hopefully you could pop in sometime in the future, but sleep is important, please. Don't be like me and get yourself drained because you missed, like, one day of good sleep. Please don't let that happen. No, I'll be sleeping like a baby tonight, chat. I'm telling you that now. I am telling you that now. I'm gonna be sleeping like a baby. Oh my goodness. Dude, I really just hope we can get the shiny fossil fast. And okay, this is gonna sound bad. I'm low-key hoping it's not Aerodactyl. We need, I mean, Aurora's, if it's Aerodactyl, I won't be upset, but that's gonna be the one I want the least at the moment. Honestly, I think Tyrantrum might be our best bet. I think the Tyrantrum genuinely might be our best bet. Bark? Where is he? Okay, that's why. Yeah, just for the fact Tyrantrum has quite a few resistances. I feel like that would be good. The only thing I would really have to worry about would be like ground type and ice type attacks. Mainly. But then I am weak to fairy though too. I think I'm weak to steel as well. I think Tyrantrum actually has a lot more weaknesses than I remember. I did not think of that. I did not think of that, chat. Do you see any in there? No? No, I haven't seen any this whole time either. And I've been popping up every, like, 50 to 70. Hopefully their nest isn't in there. No, but I'm gonna say if the nest is in there, if I'm spraying that stuff in there, it might disturb them. They might come out. I was gonna say, because I might just deal with that bush first, then get in there. I mean, it's not a good idea for me to go now. No, shouldn't I wait for the sun to go down more? Fair. But like I said, chat, sorry, we're kind of discussing game plan for the whole wasp situation. This is going to be our last round of encounters. So, pretty much just to give myself time to get that closed up and try to get that, big rose bush, I'm packing that thing down. Like, I want to keep that rose bush, I really do, but it attracts way too many of them. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll hold off. I'll see maybe if Emily might want to try to save it. Maybe there's a way we could still save it. Yeah, go destroy those beedrills. No, like, mind you, Emily just checked. No more wasps. We're just thinking since yesterday was so humid, they just came out in force. But if there was that many, there's got to be a nest somewhere. And if we enclose them off, we should be okay. I kind of just want to try to get in there and spray. But if I go in there and try to spray with the wasp killer, I can't put down the caulking stuff. So that's kind of the problem. So if I go and try caulking and I start seeing them come out, I need to run. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm just gonna do my count here. We're at 3 hundo. Now the question is, how lucky am I actually gonna get? Hopefully we get something. I'm just trying to think if I could get a Pokemon, like, I was gonna say, like, all of them could be solid. It's just Aerodactyl is not gonna be... Aerodactyl is just not gonna be useful for this fight. And with how many Pokemon we have at the moment, it might be a struggle bus. Especially the, Hold on, actually. Let's make a Slowbros. I'm pretty sure Mega Slowbros stats are, like, obnoxious. I'm just trying to remember if it's physical. Oh, its special defense is abysmal. It's a defensive tank. Okay, and Electros, her Electros has Discharge, Volt Switch, Eerie Impulse. Yeah, no, Slowbro's base defense is 180. Now, its special defense is just 80. Now, with Mega Electros, its special attack is 135. It could probably live one attack. I think even if it was Discharge, I think it would be fine. Now, if Volt Switch came out, I don't think it would be that bad if a Volt Switch came out. I keep seeing the Meowstic. Alright, I'm not seeing anything. I want to check to see if any of these are alphas. No alphas. Lame. Alright, though, chat. We are going to end the stream here for today. We will be streaming again on Friday. So, we are going to be going for this. Maybe get another 300 encounters in. See how lucky we get. Wait, stuck in ads. Wait, what do you mean stuck in ads? Hello, goodbye. Atlas, the shiny hunter. Hello, goodbye. I'm trying to remember the rest of the lyrics for the Beatles song. Every time you say goodbye, I say hello. There you go. God, my age is showing. My age is showing. All right, I can't lollygag this chat. I need to get out there. I need to go wield some caulk into the holes. That way, no more wasps come flying in. So hopefully everyone's enjoyed. We will be live again on Friday. So hopefully you all have enjoyed. And I'll see everyone later. Bye-bye! Awkward silence. Oh! My camera just died. Talk about perfect timing. I need to pull that away from the TV so it stops overheating. Also, this is the starting screen. I don't have editing screen yet for some reason.